Bum, 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 bum. Hi guys. Hey, let me meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. It is Saturday, and it is the 25th of April, 2020. And of course, today, we're going to cover. We are going to take some phone calls. So kick on, guys. But unfortunately, my cell phone got unplugged from the charger last night, and so it kind of ran down. So I'll have to do Google Hangouts on the phone on the computer here. I'll hopefully get to work. Um, Today, we're going to cover something about mortgages. Because I'm still trying to understand mortgages. If anybody understands mortgages, that'd be great. Okay, let me just figure this. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hyundai says, Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Except Martin. Well, I don't know where Martin is right now. He's, in case you want to know, I did talk to him, but not just recently. I talked to him yesterday. He's doing okay. Just like me, he's trying to do a little bit of recovery emotionally and then psychologically. But anyway, what I want to talk about today is, first of all, to let everybody know that it is expected that the IRS this week is going to be depositing the not the SSI, I'm sorry, the Social Security Disability, Social Security Retirement, Railroad Pension information called deposits into the banks. Several CPAs have said they predict it will be starting on Wednesday, because that's when the last series of phase one direct deposits started for the IRS people, was about 14 calendar days ago, or 10 business days. So we'll have to see, because I know right now there's no deposit in my account. However, several CPAs have said that there's a good chance they might see some early test ones as deposits. So, if you're lucky to be part of the test group, you'll probably will have your money. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them, so we'll have to see what happens. Today we want to talk about the housing market, only because, as you may know, I had planned. I'm doing fine overall. Boston Girl Vision. Me and Lemmy are doing fine. Patty's doing fine. We're about to talk about the upcoming housing crash. And the reason I mentioned the housing crash is I've watched a couple real estate agents talking about it on YouTube, because the lenders are not lending. Okay, there's too much risk involved, so they're kind of afraid to lend out money, because they don't know if everyone's going to be having a job. So everybody is, so that protect their assets, no pun intended. Banks have chosen to really, really tighten the screws on new mortgages or refis. Like I said, I don't know anything about this stuff, guys. I'm still new. I'm still learning all this, because I'm trying to figure out how the housing market works, and I don't understand any of it. I don't understand what a short sale is. I don't even understand how a house that has been built, say, 100 years ago, sells for so much money. I do understand, of course, that if it's a house is a much more desirable thing, prices are going to be higher. Even though technically the construction has been paid for, its construction was paid for over 90 years ago, people are still basically want a house almost at prices that is equal to that of a new house, new construction. So I don't understand how it works. But this is a short sale in real estate is when a financial distressed homeowner sells his house or whole property for less than the amount due on the market. Right. I got that part. Um, but I watched one guy was not a real estate. He's just he's just a consumer. He bought a house and did a short sale on it. He said, "Well, I'm a person that is a credit rebuilding king," and that's what he's talking about. And it's like starts talking about all these technical terms. I was like, "What? You did what? What's this COMP value? What's this?" I don't understand any of this. Um, Real estate is complicated and messy. Why can't it be like a bill of sale on a car? Buy a car from a person, right? You get a bill of sale, right? After your bank says that they'll pay for X amount of house, you buy the house for X amount. You pay the difference. Very quick, very easy. Instead, there's all kinds of lawyers and steps, and oh my god, it's just confusing. I don't understand any of this at all. Um, the buyer of the property is a third party, not the bank, and all proceeds from the sale go to the lender. Once you start scamming people, it can be pretty good money. What does scamming got to do? Well, right now, I don't think people are going to be scamming. I think what's going to happen right now is the economy, because given all the unemployment, I might be seeing a lot of short sales in the local market. Because I look at Zillow, I look at the housing listings on Zillow, because me and Patty have a long-term goal. Oh, ain't that long-term, but not exactly this year, but if we could, to get a house. And there was a house we did like in 84 Bannon Street. Sadly enough, the copper thieves had taken all the copper pipes out of the basement, which basically means for $39,000, you're gonna have to put in a whole new. Oh, sorry, $34,900. You're gonna have to put in a whole new heating system, and you're gonna have to put in a whole new hot and cold water, because the copper has been taken out of the pipes. I don't know if they did the electrics too, but damn. Um, and she said, "That's going to cost us." I said, "Yeah, it's going to cost us." I don't, so we don't think we're going to do Bannon Street, although the price is still good since the physically structure of the building's pretty good shape. We have two significant proposals for stimulus. I know there's actually three, but the two are definitely different enough that I will consider the other two, which are really the same with some slight tweaks. Number one proposal is forgive all rents and mortgages for up to a year. This one has got the least amount of support. Nobody wants this one. I don't understand which congressman came up with this idea, but it doesn't have the kind of sponsorship of this bill. This just doesn't seem to be popular. The other two, one of the variations is everybody would be getting $2,000 a month for 6 months, with means testing involved to make sure that only people under $130,000 individually, $260,000 jointly, with 16 years and older would get that $2,000 a month for 6 months. It will be renewable based on once the market goes, or the employment goes below 60%. It will be ending, but if it stays at 60%, the program will be renewed for another 6 months. That one is the most popular. The newest one that came out yesterday is similar, but it doesn't have any means testing. And that's when I kind of really seriously wonder if anybody's really thinking about the reality. Um, However, it's going to be backed by platinum. So it's right, platinum, precious metal, platinum. This one, everybody gets a debit card. When I say everybody, I mean everybody, not just certain everybody's. Okay, everybody from children to illegal aliens. Yes, that includes Martians, by the way. If you're in the country for the United States for three months, and you can prove you were in this country for 3 months, you would be eligible to get a prepaid debit card loaded with $2,000 in cash, and then automatically it will be refilled every month. Or you can go for direct deposit. It is an opt out program. You can opt out if you want. If you don't want the money. The thing is why would someone like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Bill Gates need that kind of money? It's certainly not something that they're going to need. Why is no means testing on that? Now, please note these are all three of these things are proposals, not guarantees. They haven't passed yet. I mentioned that with the mortgage because banks are tightening up the down payments and the FICO score requirements. Citibank has tightened it up enough now that you have to have a credit score of at least 700 and you have to have 20% down on the property you're in question. Which, for me and Patty, is forget about it on most levels. Because she wants to get the mortgage in her name. And she wanted me to be unofficially separate from her because she's afraid that my medical bills and my food stamps is going to result in me basically getting a lien against the property. I don't think necessarily that's true, but I don't understand how that works anyway. So, how you doing, Rod Stewart? Illegals do not need our money. That's not my proposal. Tell the representatives in Congress that are coming up with this. That's not me. But I don't think that's going to help the economy. Now, the third one, I did mention about that, but they also want to back it by going on the platinum standard. What that means is they're going to be offering precious metals for money. In other words, just like the original days when we ran the gold and silver, they'll be minting platinum coins. And the platinum coins will have the face value of the coin. So like $100 or maybe even a $500 coin. The whole idea is that you will be you can exchange your paper for actual coins, and you'll have actual hard-earned currency. That's fine, but our government has been going crazy like drunken sailors, and they're taking advantage of the fact that the interest rates at the Federal Reserve level is just about down to zero. Yeah. Oh, is that going to work? When interest rates down to zero? And yes, oil at a negative price. I understand the negative price in oil. That's easier to understand than mortgages. Trust me. Basically, right now is you couldn't even pay me to take away your crude oil and store it in my storage containers. There's a huge number of container ship or oil ships out in the ocean right now, acting as holding containers for crude oil, because right now nobody wants or needs it at this point. I would say needs more than want, because most people don't want it because there's no need for it to buy the oil. So which leaves everybody basically feeling like, oh shit, what am I gonna do with all this smelly crude stuff? I don't know. Good question. That's just the nature of the thing, the market. Of course, I started early, and of course, I got one person watching right now. This is the nature of the internet. So where do we start? Where do we start? 109 and right now, where is everybody? Like as people said, is illegals don't need our money. No, they don't. But I'm surprised at how much the Democrats want to basically throw so much of our money around. It's ridiculous. How are they? I mean, I've heard people say that Donald Trump basically killed the Fed. I don't think the Federal Reserve totally disappeared. Federal Reserve still does exist, but it's almost like it's toothless, if that makes any sense. Because I've been trying to find out about that. I've heard rumors saying that Donald Trump basically effectively killed the Federal Reserve. People want to get rid of the Fed for years. Well, if you did get rid of the Fed, is that why Congress is going crazy and spending money we don't have? Is all throwing all this money into an economy that's not backed to anything and doing good? Think of the Weimar Republic in 1925 in Germany. In 1925 is actually when it started. The Weimar Republic decided to help restore the economy by printing lots of Deutschmarks. Lots of Deutschmarks. Printed money like nothing, gave it away basically to everybody. What happened? Hyperinflation. The old jokes people talk about, you needed a wheelbarrow of money, of Deutschmarks, to buy a loaf of bread. It's not exactly far from the truth. It was that much of devalued Deutschmarks. So, not good for the economy, and it basically sucked to be you. So, now it seems the United States did not learn from that mistake. It's doing the same thing, printing paper money like there's no tomorrow. Interest rates have crashed, oil has crashed, housing market's going to crash. Not a good thing. Unless you are buyer, Hygiene Schmickelcat. Unless you're a buyer with a lot of extra money on hand to buy properties that have basically been sold below value, then maybe you might be okay. So let's say, for example, I want to get Bannon Street. Bannon Street, as I said, copper thieves already took out all the pipes and the electrics in the basement. So you're going to have to run new cables. That is pretty interesting to think of. But for $34,900, hey, price is definitely a keeper. If you play your game right. Let's be honest, real estate is a game. It's a speculator's market. It's not. Well, I don't know. Do you have body wishes? What does that mean? Body wishes. Yeah, I want better eyesight. How about that for an answer? I want better hearing. How about that for an answer? Right. But in the case of the house that me and Patty are looking into getting, we don't plan to sell it. we want a house so we can settle down and enjoy our twilight years. She's 62, I'm 52. So I understand people do buy houses and play with them like Monopoly money. You know, I got a hotel in Park Place. $2,000, please. Oh, you ended up on Mediterranean Avenue? Oh, I'll just take your money from Go. There you go. I got the house. I get your money. You get your room. Yeah, of all together with the Mediterranean, they're always the cheapest parts of the game. Monopoly. I used to play a lot of Monopoly as a kid. The thing is, the real world of Monopoly is complicated. Speculators. Oh, all kinds of numbers you got to worry about. Complicated loan processes for mortgage. Why can't it be simple? I never understood that. Why can't it be simple? What I mean by that is just like you do when you buy a car. Okay, hi, Mr. Banker. Yeah, here's my FICO score. It's 661. Um, here's how much I can invest into the car or house in this case. I got about $3,000, and the car I'm looking for is a Ford F-150 truck from dealer A called Lombard Ford in Winston. And then they could tell me like, okay, well, we will give you an additional for 4-year financing for the truck. We'll give you about $15,000. There you go. You got 4,000 for down, and you got 15,000. So now you go back to Lombard Ford and say, I got $19,000 here. What kind of truck, obviously used, can I get for that price? How is this? Nah, not that's so simple. It's like first you got closing costs, then you got down payment costs, then you got so I understand that there's the legal costs. Why is there legal costs? Why do you need legal? Then there's the surveying costs. Just by the time you're done paying all those costs, leaves me like my head hurts just thinking about all the steps just to buy a house. Ugh. So yeah. Well, anyway, so I did say I was going to take phone calls, didn't I? Yeah. So let's get that going. I don't have a choice to use the other application here because unfortunately my battery on my cell phone ran down. So, all right, that's on. So what's next? Let's see. Should be all set now. It should be. I was looking at the messages from Pop here. Should run for the leadership. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Oh, Pop. Wow. Okay. Just looking at something here. All right. So anyway, yeah. So we'll be taking phone calls. Just gonna get the phone number up on the screen. I think it's gonna work this time. I hope. Won't know, but until they actually get the number up on the screen. But let's see what we can do. So yeah, I know. So I guess the question I'm trying to figure out is how the housing market works. You want to pop this out and so you can put it next to the other one so you can see what's going on? Yeah. Let me pop out chat. Okay. Okay. Window. Okay, I'm not going to be able to see my screen, but yeah. What I know is that I have to get this thing set up differently because we don't have the good monitor yet. I don't think you have to be on the same screen. I don't know if I have to be either of them. I don't know. But right now it looks like we're gonna have a pretty quiet show today because I noticed there's not too many people on. You think there's problems with people's internet? No, I don't think so. By the way, the governor of Connecticut has said that he had planned to open up the state of Connecticut around May 20th. So if I can hang on to my sanity and get my hair retouched after the 20th at the salon, because the salons will be open in phase 1, Connecticut, because they're usually pretty low busy. And then that's something talked about money. Talked about money. What's going to happen with the economy? Good question. Anyway, so the reason why the phone's not here, for those of you who don't know, is because I accidentally ran the battery down, so it's charging right now. Because I unintentionally, the battery charger got unplugged from the wall, and I didn't know it. And I fell asleep with it on my chest, and of course I woke up and I just realized it was like 38% battery, so I had to charge it. I've been doing a lot of things lately besides researching real estate, the economy, the stimulus checks, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff in my neighborhood. Kinds of numbers that I'm trying to learn about the stock market. It's not exactly what I call easy peasy. It really isn't. But that's life, No one said the economy made any sense. So, yeah. Is the economy going to make it? Probably not. Honestly, I don't think anyone's going to be really calling in LA. Wanted to calls, but. So, what am I going to do with the money? Stimulus money when it comes. First, we're going to pay off the house phone. Get it cleared out. Solve the problem right there. And then we will then go ahead and we'll reactivate the service in October. When the rent reduces down to normal rent. Okay. Then we're going to send another $300 to Capital One. Takes care of that. Then I got to pay off Patty because I owe her $500 for the moving costs originally in January, February. Get those paid off. Solves that. Which leaves me with about 300, something like that. Yeah, so 200. So then we were gonna put it in the savings, but then I gotta buy cancer eye drops. So that's 100 there, gone. But I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. I don't know yet. But I'm certainly not gonna spend money stupidly. I'm not exactly buying anything extra fun. I need those eye drops, so good God knows what's gonna happen without those. I have to get those eye drops. But I noticed today, like I said, no one's really interested in the show. Not really sure why, but that's okay. Maybe my side might be just a good day to end it early and maybe do a later on show tonight. We could do that. We could do a show tonight, or we could do one tomorrow. Why not? So let's do that. So we will do some more shows eventually. I do want to get back to doing the shows. So if you click the bell and you subscribe to the channel, you will know when I'm live, regardless. And that's what I'm telling people to do that. Please also subscribe. Please do subscribe. It would help so much to keep up what's going on with One Red Live. And lastly, of course, is don't forget that we will be doing more shows in the future. So I guess since no one's here, and they usually would be here by now, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. Might do a show later. If you clicked on the bell and you subscribe to the channel, you will know when I'm live again. And given this crazy world and all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world today, yeah, you should definitely do that. You definitely should do that because it's just messed up and no one makes any sense anymore. It's just weird. But obviously, yeah, no one's really here, so all right, guys. That's since there's no one here and I got things I gotta do with my time. Please don't forget to leave comments in the comment section below. I will answer them, and I will might have another live show later on today or maybe tomorrow. So as I said, if you click the bell and you subscribe, you will know when I'm live, and then you won't miss out. If you did not click the bell or you do not sub, then that's your problem. Okay, I'm just trying to make it easy for you. Obviously, people did not receive the notifications today. I think YouTube is playing up to its games. I definitely am looking forward to getting the stimulus check when it finally does come. And for now, I'll talk to you later. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.